The mountain pygmy possum, otherwise known as Beromys parvus, is an Australian native marsupial in decline and has been listed as endangered under the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. The tiny possum can grow up to 11 centimetres long with a tail up to 14 centimetres and can weigh between 30 and 82 grams. It is the only Australian marsupial that hibernates for long periods during winter, and unlike most other possums, it is mainly ground-dwelling, inhabiting alpine and subalpine boulder fields and rocky scree. They are found in 3 known populations: Mount Higginbotham and Mount Buller in Victoria, and Kosciuszko National Park in New South Wales. Numerous studies in the past decade have shown habitat loss is one of the greatest threats to the continued viability of populations. Unfortunately, the population trend of the mountain pygmy possum is decreasing. In 1995, the Foundation for National Parks and Wildlife estimated a population of 2,635 individuals, while in 2010 the total population was estimated at 2,075. The Mount Buller population in particular had declined by 80%. The mountain pygmy possum is also under threat from predators such as feral cats and foxes, invasive plant species, climate change, inbreeding, depleted food sources, fires, and human intervention into their habitat. Recovery objectives for this species have been proposed by the New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service. These include complete mapping and reassessment of the total population size of mountain pygmy possums and all distribution and quality of their habitat in Kosciuszko National Park. Protecting all existing mountain pygmy possum populations, restoring movement corridors, controlling feral predators and exotic species, monitoring populations and habitat, modelling and research, and lastly, promoting community awareness. Because the Mount Buller population is considered the most vulnerable to extinction, Zoos Victoria became involved in a captive breeding program in 2007, where it was successfully bred young between 2008 and 2011. Zoos Victoria's overall objective was to achieve a downlisting of the mountain pygmy possum's endangered listing status to a lower threat category. Separate to this, but still ensuring the long-term conservation and to reducing extinction risks for the Mount Buller population, a second 5-year recovery plan had been prepared in 2013 to guide management actions to be undertaken from 2011 to 2016. In addition to the captive management program and the current recovery plan, the translocation strategy was developed in 2010 by CSER and the Department of Sustainability and Environment. This strategy aims at genetically rescuing the Mount Buller population and provides guidelines for supplementation so that a minimum viable population can be achieved. This means moving individuals from one population in Mount Hotham to another within a species' current historical range, Mount Buller, as a way of enabling gene flow and conserving, enhancing adaptive potential to increase genetic diversity and increase resilience to environmental change. Next, Dr. Graham Phillips and Dr. Andrew Weeks from ABC's Catalyst explain further.
Threatened species. In fact, it's never been done anywhere else in Australia.